Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace, added to the infinite amount of trickery he has up his sleeve, are sure to cause any defence no shortage of headaches. He just needs a better final product at the top level.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, this is... Shot it goal! He's delivered all right! Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second. A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Chouameni. Oh, good spread. Alexander-Arnold. And he's managed to get free. Tries to dink it through. It's really well cleared. That's been won straight back. Vinicius Junior. He's had a shot! He has done it! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Chouameni, aim forwards. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Climbs up big! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Darder. Omar Mascarell. Mojica shifted upfield. Can he latch on to this? Now that's well seen too. Chouameni. Camavinga. Murici. Clipped into space. He's on it. Can he get away?
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Rudiger. Valverde. Camavinga. Chouameni. Moved on forwards. Darder. Omar Mascarell. Costa. And it's played forward. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Howson, gently done.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Dardar forwards and with intent. Looking to break at pace. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He has found the way through. And a chance! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he's there to clear it. Strong running down that left flank. And it's Chouameni. Chouameni played out towards the right wing. Cross goes in there. Defending of the desperate variety. That's a... Mbappe! They've done it! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That's really well manoeuvred. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Howson. Pinged towards the front line. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Moved on forwards. Chouameni. And here's Vinicius Junior. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cleared away. Out to the left it goes, and the counter is on. Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there. And that's definitely not his best. Goulet. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior proves just a little bit too strong. He's going to be disappointed with that. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Muscular approach does pay off here. Goulet. Chouameni shifted upfield. That is a brilliant interception. Mojica. He's onto it in a flash. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. And that has sent him sprawling. Costa. And now the breakaway. Valverde. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Now it's Morishi. Gets good distance on it. It's a throw-in. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Valverde aim forwards, and it's Costa. Darder. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Camavinga. And they can counter here. Morici. Nicely intercepted. He's found a way through, and it's hoisted clear. And claimed it back swiftly. Crossed into the box. And he's there to get it away. Rudiger. Howson. And it's played forward, and it's Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well read, the danger is averted. Howson. Chouameni. Omar Mascarell. Cross. Oh, what a climb! Goes to finish! Courtois trying to keep this in. Danger averted for now. Chouameni. Alexander-Arnold, head over towards the opposite flank. And here's Mbappe. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're up in the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Really well manoeuvred. Rudiger, and the keeper's got it again. Courtois sends that a long way. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Murici, played out to the right. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Tries to get it clear. What a throw in. Oh, that's nice. And it's Darder. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Darder plays it short. Valverde shifted upfield. Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Darder. Out to the right, gets into some space. Now it's Darder. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. That's very neat. It's a threat, decent chance! Valverde played out towards the right wing. Omar Mascarell. Darder, now he's got space here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Camavinga, aim forwards. Mbappe. Goulet. And back to the goalkeeper. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Omar Mascarell. And here's Mbappe. Arda Güler. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Moved on forwards. Have it back and can go again. Omar Mascarell, aim forwards. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, that's neat. Now it's Murici. Murici! Omar Mascarell. And the shot! Now this could be a chance. Rudiger with the clearance. Mojica. Omar Mascarell. Knocks it out wide. Now it's Murici. Real chance! That's going to go a long way. Omar Mascarell. Murici! And he comes up trumps again. Tchouameni will start all over again with the goalkeeper. Valverde. Goes for a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all for you. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble now.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Mojica, forwards and with intent. Spread out to the left. And it's Costa. Howson can get it clear. Mbappe, Goulart, probing pass. And back to the keeper they go. The keeper's got good distance on that. And we hit half-time. Are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Here we go again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be. But they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Darder. There will be a throw-in. And he's there to clear it. Murici. Camavinga. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Camavinga. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Omar Mascarell. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Camavinga. Chouameni. Vinicius Junior. Darder. Omar Mascarell. Back into the middle. Murici! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated.
And here's Mbappe. Now who's going to be first to this? Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Vinicius Junior. Proves too strong. And it's Darder. Omar Mascarell. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. It's really well manoeuvred. Do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. It's anyone's ball now. And here's Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Valverde! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, smashing header! Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Murici. takes it away and reclaimed it in a trice. Alexander-Arnold. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Mojica, well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe, chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Defending of the desperate variety. Can he deliver? Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. So, what can they make of this? Dante. That's a shoot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself. Camavinga. And that's a throw. And that is out of play. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Omar Mascarell. Oh, can he get onto this? Well timed, excellent interception. Vinicius Junior. And here's Camavinga. Valverde. Over to the left. Laid back in. Just too much on that. Ball is over the line. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Looking here to chip it through. And here's Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Well, That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Darder. Cleared away.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Omar Mascarell. Mojica, gently done. Rudiger. Chouameni. Rudiger. Valverde. Played towards the other side. Oh, delicate chip through. Defending of the desperate variety. Muriqi. And it's played forward. Oh, red, nice interception. Oh, sweet feet. Great defending, strong and determined. Towards the flank. Rudiger, he's been bundled over, that is a foul. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. So hope it's nothing serious. Chouameni tries to clear. And it's Darder. And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Darder goes short. Played out wide. Vinicius Junior wins the duel this time. Omar Mascarell thinks one through. Deftly away. Alexander-Arnold. Howson shifted upfield. That's a good run down the left. Little doubt, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Kula. He's shifting through the gears here. Big chance! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Darder. Oh, he's found support out wide. And the shots! And yes, it's there! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
And here's Valverde.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Rudiger, gently done. And it's Arda Güler. And it's been played through. Mbappe! And that would have won it.
Mbappe has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
That has been knocked clear.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Chance, surely! Oh, that could cost them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
And it's hoisted clear. He's having a shot! So close to drawing level.
Oh, what a moment for him, Peter. He'll be losing sleep over that one tonight.
And he cuts out the supply. Omar Mascarell. And here's Darder. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Camavinga. Lovely feet. He's well positioned here. And here's Güler. Alexander. There's the header! They've scored! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Aim forwards. Camavinga. He is through here. Well played. Important challenge, that. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Alexander-Arnold shifted upfield. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! That was superb goalkeeping.
Vinicius Junior actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Moved on forwards. He is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Camavinga. Howson. Camavinga. Rudiger. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Howson. Rudiger. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Arda Güler. Now it's Güler. Oh, that is Vinicius Junior! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. So what's your view on that goal then?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
Changes on both sides, actually. It's going to be a double change then. So now the difference is 3.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Mbappe. Time added on 4 minutes. Chance for a shot! And that is a truly outstanding save. Cleared away. That's good play. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Lofted upfield. Darder. Charging forward, the ball at his feet. And that has been cleared. Played out to the right. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, I think it's just a case of the gulf in class being too great, Peter.
So it's away we go then. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks. providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Omar Mascarell. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Mbappe! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Vinicius Junior. Oh, it's played into the area. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. And here's Vinicius Junior. Traoré. Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. And that's aimed into the middle. And that was nowhere near his best. Costa. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. And that's another throw. That'll be a throw-in. Vinicius Junior. Voila! It's off target and by quite a way. Chouameni, and it's Arda. Oh, red, nice interception. Camavinga, is there any support? He might not need it. Mbappe has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew it.
Wonderful!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Costa. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Vinicius Junior knocks it out wide. And there will be a throw-in. He is through here. He's in plenty of space here. That is lovely. So who's he picking out? And the shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that has been cleared. That is a brilliant interception. Gets into some space, across, and out it comes again. Plenty waiting in the middle.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Mojica. Valverde. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Camavinga. And he's there to clear it. Now, who's going to be first to this? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Arda Güler. He's had a shot! Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. He's having a shot! And he's heaved it away. Cuts out the pass. Burici. He's through, now is he in? Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mojica. Chouameni. Camavinga. And claimed it back swiftly. Good play through for the wide man. Mbappe. That's the throw. He is just caressing the ball. Shooting chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
Clears it away. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Mojica played up towards the front line. He's found a way through. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Delivered across. Chance, surely! And that has been clubbed away. Omar Mascarell. Aim forwards. Rudiger. Camavinga. Howson. Proves too strong. Played out to the right. And he's onside. Time to deliver. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Darder. Showing good feet. Decent chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. Players body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought the starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Alexander-Arnold given the lift of his goal.
Vinicius Junior, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Crosses it in. Oh, what a climb! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Howson. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Lovely feet. Arda Güler. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Valverde. And here's Güler. Out to the right. Across it goes. And here's chance for a shot! He scores! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And it's played forward. Alexander-Arnold. Here's Vinicius, shapes to shoot! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Driven forward, he's onto it in a flash. Chouameni, that's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. Murici. Moved on forwards. Costa. Mojica. Looking for a decent ball in. Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Mbappe, and he's lost his man here. He's through, it's one up, there's the shot! Oh, extraordinary.
Mbappe, he'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Costa. LALIGA. Ball is over the line. That's very neat. And it's Arda Güler. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And he should have made it four.
Well, that was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Darder. Camavinga. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Camavinga. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what a ball! Costa. Omar Mascarell. Oh, good spread. Cleared without complication. Have it back and can go again. Howson. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Alexander-Arnold. Rudiger chooses to go cross-field. Chouameni. Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. Succumbs to the pressure.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that could set him on his... And the shot! No mistake! That was a given. It always was.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So is this the start of a comeback? Camavinga. And it's played forward. And it's Arda Güler. Vinicius Junior played out towards the right wing. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Nice interception, well timed. Out to the left it goes. Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. Darder. That's really well manoeuvred. Out towards the flank. Played back in. Howson gets good distance on it. And it's Costa. And that's been one straight. Bonucci! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe, oh, cracking ball. That's a fabulous ball. Chouameni. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. Tchouaméni, oh, good spread. Back into the middle, out to the right. A chance to play it in. Played in with purpose. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And the first half is done. And we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Wins the duel this time. Aim forwards. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Omar Mascarell. Moved on forwards. That has been cut short. Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. And it's played forward. And that was very necessary. Mojica. Spread out to the left. It'll be a throw-in. Valverde. Murici. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Howson played towards the other side. Played into space out wide. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Omar Mascarell. That's really well manoeuvred. Howson cuts it out. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Can he finish? It's in! And the second half is off to a flyer. And that's it. That was always inevitable. This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Tchouaméni shifted upfield. Oh, nicely intercepted. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. It's gone for a throw-in. Omar Mascarell. Murici. Well timed, excellent interception. Rudiger. Tchouaméni. Rudiger forwards and with intent. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe is fouled. It's Alexander-Arnold. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Alexander-Arnold. Couler. Vinicius Junior.
Have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Camavinga. Howson. Camavinga. Camavinga looking to get on the end of this. Vinicius Junior. And that has been cleared. And it's Valverde. Camavinga. Valverde. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Morishi. And the ball's come loose here. Darder goes short. And that has sent him sprawling. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Not a twitch, not a blink.
It reached its target, but it was almost stopped from maybe good goalkeeping homework.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Aimed in towards the centre. Couler plays it short. Played into the middle. Tries to get it clear. And that's a good... Camavinga! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Defending of the desperate variety. And here's Mbappe. Chance for a shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
He's got away. Oh, that's nice. He decides to cross it. Oh, that's not going to find its target. Oh, shooting chance! It's a loose ball. Mojica, now the ball in. Here's a corner, good chance. Darder with the short one. Keeper's got good distance on that. Real chance! It's in! And they get themselves in front! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Moved on forwards. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Burici! Oh, taken with style! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
This has become one superb game of football.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Valverde, and he goes cross-field. That's really well manoeuvred. Deftly away. Could be danger here. Vinicius Junior. Now then, the ball's come loose. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, welcome to the modern game.
Burici! And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Looking here to chip it through. Climbs up big! The header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Now that's well seen too. Omar Mascarell. And it's Darder. Omar Mascarell. That's an imaginative pass. Could try cutting inside here. Valverde. Mbappe do have a chance to counter here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Darder. Omar Mascarell played into space.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Does really well to win the ball there. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Darder. Great defending, strong and determined. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Woola! He has done it! And they're back in front! You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Can he latch on to this? Howson can get it clear.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Calmly anticipates. Omar Mascarell. Aim forwards. Camavinga is the guilty party there. Goulart getting this one clear. Mojica. Cross goes in there. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And that's left him on the seat of his pants.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Mojica. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. And it's come back to the keeper. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Camavinga. And it's played forward. And it's Camavinga.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Rudiger. Vinicius Junior. That looks a cracking ball. Arda Güler. He can get that clear. Howson shifted upfield. So what can they make of this? Rudiger gets over and intercepts. And it's Arda Güler. Valverde, Arda Güler. And here's Mbappe. Big chance!
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Mojica. Just 5 minutes remaining now. That's really well manoeuvred. Murici. Over to the left. Now here's the delivery. He's dealt with that well. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Tchouaméni, aim forwards. He can run onto that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Valverde, and a chance! And he's there to get it away. Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. And he's Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Mbappe! Oh, that's neat. And he's there to clear it.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And the finish! Turns and goes back. Great chance! And now the breakaway. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Tchouaméni. Alexander-Arnold. And he cuts out the supply. Mojica. They are right into last chance territory. Now it's Murici. Murici! Another big chance that gets away.
They're just unrelenting, Peter.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, look, it was...